Manitoba Moose were in the finals against the Hershey Bears back in 2009. I went down there and covered the finals for the radio station I was working at the time. I was working at a rock station. It was just more of a free trip to go down and check out Hershey Park and do all the roller coasters and whatnot. But yeah, it's a good trip. Successful trip outside of not winning.
That was a 6-game series, right? Yeah, Schneider was in net for that series too, right?
Schneider was in net. Yeah, made it back home. Jaffrey had a hat trick in Game 5 to extend it, and they won it on Manitoba soil in Game 6.
Wow. Those are two guys that we got to get back on the podcast for this summer. Get Jaffrey on to tell that Kiprusoff story out of the horse's mouth, and then Schneider again round 2. I'd be curious, though, for everybody listening to the show at home, who do you want to see us have on the show this coming summer? We're planning a whole bunch of interviews. We want to ideally do it in the summertime when we could take them golfing and then do the show. I mean, we're talking to a couple good names recently. So if there's somebody you want to see on the show, leave it in the comment section below. Love to hear it.
Yeah, absolutely. And keep in mind when it comes to current players, those ones are a little bit tougher because they, of course, the league controls the message. Only we tell you what you can and can't do.
I was actually talking, so I reached out to, I got a hold of Andre Vasilevsky's agent, and I asked him, I was like, hey man, just inquiring, we want to look into getting Andre on the podcast. What is, whatever the rate is, we're happy to pay it. Can you please give me some more information? And he said, haha, he put like haha in his text, haha, you're not going to get any former or any current players. And I said, why is that? He said, we don't allow any of our players to do it, and even if you do find players that are allowed to do it and that want to do it, the teams will say no. So good luck doing that, which makes a lot of sense why, the Chicklets of the world have such a hard time getting current players on to actually open up about anything, and you just get a lot of former guys, but those guys let it fly off the wall because there ain't nobody holding their feet to the floor anymore.
Right, exactly. So we'd be better off getting guys that are just newly retired or guys that are in the A or maybe had a cup of coffee. And yeah, so keep your requests reasonable.
And if you want to come on the show and you're one of those players, send me a message. We'd love to tell your story.
Hey, if you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button. We do a new podcast every single Sunday during the season called Sling the Biscuit. It is a non-mainstream hockey podcast, so we talk about my hockey career, the minor pros, Spain, the Fed, you name it, all the stuff that you won't hear in the mainstream news.
Music,
pop culture,
politics, a little bit.
Thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you soon.